Welcome to a brand new year, a time for setting goals and making resolutions. Today we're going to talk about an important aspect of work life, being proactive. Proactivity isn't about merely reacting to situations as they occur, but rather, it's about anticipating and preparing for them. It's the difference between paddling frantically to keep your head above water and smoothly sailing on the waves of challenges that come your way. In the context of work, being proactive means taking initiative, foreseeing potential problems, and acting in advance to prevent them. It's the key to staying one step ahead, to being an effective leader, and to achieving success. It's about owning your role, not just occupying it. The difference between being reactive and proactive, it's the difference between being a passenger and being the driver in your professional journey. So do you want to be a proactive person at work? Let's dive into this topic. So what does it mean to be proactive at work? It's more than just taking initiative. Picture this. You're sailing a ship. Being proactive doesn't mean merely waiting for the storm to hit and then figuring out how to navigate. It means studying the weather patterns, preparing for possible turbulence, and steering the ship accordingly, well ahead of time. In the workplace, this translates to anticipating problems, seeking new opportunities, and taking decisive action. Let's take a deeper dive into what this looks like in a practical setting. Imagine a project manager, let's call her Sarah. Sarah doesn't just assign tasks and wait for her team members to report back. Instead, she foresees potential roadblocks, communicates them to her team, and works on strategies to overcome these hurdles even before they appear. She's constantly on the lookout for ways to improve processes, bring in efficiencies, and add value to her projects. That is proactivity in action. Here's another example. Consider a salesperson, let's call him John. John doesn't just wait for customers to come to him with their needs. He researches market trends, understands his potential customers, anticipates their needs, and reaches out to them with tailored solutions. He's not merely selling a product, he's providing a solution to a problem the customer may not even realize they have yet. That's what being proactive at work is all about. Proactivity is about being one step ahead. It's about not just dealing with the present, but also preparing for the future. It's about not just doing your job, but going above and beyond to ensure success. It's about not just reacting to situations as they come, but anticipating them and acting accordingly. But remember, being proactive doesn't mean you have to do it all on your own. It also involves seeking help when needed, collaborating with others, and leveraging collective intelligence to solve problems and seize opportunities. It's about being a leader, regardless of your position in the organization. Being proactive means being prepared, anticipating and acting, not just reacting. Now, how can we develop these habits? Developing proactive habits is about more than just deciding to do so. It involves cultivating certain skills and attitudes. Let's delve into some strategies that can help you develop proactive habits in the workplace. First off, goal setting. Proactive people are goal-oriented. They know where they want to be and they map out a clear path to get there. Consider the story of a young executive who was set on becoming the CEO of her company. She didn't just wish for it, she planned for it. She set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals, or SMART goals, and took calculated steps to achieve them. Her proactive approach paid off when she became the youngest CEO in the company's history. Next, effective time management. Being proactive means anticipating tasks and challenges ahead of time and managing your schedule accordingly. Picture a project manager who, instead of waiting for tasks to pile up, plans out his week every Sunday. He anticipates potential challenges, prioritizes tasks, and allocates time wisely. This proactive approach to time management helps him stay on top of his projects and deliver on time. Our third strategy is seeking feedback. Proactive individuals understand the importance of constant learning and improvement. They don't wait for annual reviews to know how they're doing. They actively seek feedback and use it to improve their performance. Think about a sales representative who asks her clients for feedback after every meeting. She uses this feedback to constantly improve her sales pitch and customer service. Her proactive approach to feedback not only improves her performance, but also builds stronger relationships with her clients. In summary, being proactive involves setting clear goals, managing your time effectively, and actively seeking feedback. These strategies are not just about doing more, they're about doing better. They're about taking charge of your career and steering it in the direction you want. With these strategies, You can start developing proactive habits today. But how can you be more proactive? Being more proactive is about taking these habits and applying them consistently. But how do we do that? The first step towards being more proactive is accepting full responsibility for your tasks. Instead of waiting for instructions or for someone else to make the first move, take the initiative. Be the one to identify the task, plan it out, and execute it. For instance, consider the story of a manager who noticed their team's productivity was dwindling. Instead of waiting for a superior to intervene, they took it upon themselves to identify the issue, come up with solutions, and implement them. Next, stay organized. It's not enough just to identify tasks and execute them. You need to manage them efficiently. That means keeping track of deadlines, prioritizing tasks, and ensuring you're not overcommitting. Imagine an event planner who has to coordinate multiple events at the same time. They use a project management tool to track and manage all their tasks, ensuring nothing slips through the cracks. Finally, a proactive individual is always learning and improving. This means seeking out new knowledge, refining your skills, and being open to feedback. It's about being curious and always looking for ways to do things better. Think about an engineer who constantly updates their knowledge about the latest technology trends. They don't just wait for a training session to be arranged. They proactively seek out new information and apply it to their work. Being proactive isn't a trait that's exclusive to certain people. It's a mindset that you can cultivate. It's about being forward-thinking, taking responsibility, and continuously striving for improvement. It's about not waiting for things to happen, but making them happen. Remember, the journey to becoming more proactive is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires consistent effort, patience, and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. But the rewards are worth it. You'll find that you're more productive, efficient, and capable of tackling challenges head-on. These tips can help you become more proactive, but can you be proactive all the time? Is it possible to be proactive all the time and not reactive? Let's explore this. Imagine sailing. The weather is unpredictable. You plan your route, but a sudden storm requires a reactive change. Work is similar. While you should aim to be proactive, there are instances when reactive responses are inevitable and even beneficial. Proactivity is about foresight, planning, and taking initiative. It's about steering the ship. But reactivity is about adapting to unexpected situations. It's adjusting the sails. Both are essential for a successful voyage, or in our case, a productive work environment. There's a common misconception that being proactive means not being reactive. But the reality is, you need both. No one can predict every possible scenario or control every aspect of their work environment. Sometimes you have to react, so it's about finding the right balance between being proactive and reactive. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which proactive habits do you plan to work on first?